What's up, everybody? This is the NerdCave News, and I am one of your hosts, Zach Dykes, joined with our special guest, Yugi601. Let's go. How's it going, Yugi?
Very good. Happy to be here again. You guys are awesome. Good to see you,
man.
Derek.
I'm glad you're on. We got an awesome show for everybody tonight. Y'all let us know how you are doing down in the comments below. And we're joined along with one night, a group of friends are running a D&D campaign when suddenly they found themselves transported into their imagined world. One among them discovered a latent spark of magic within. With each triumph over evil, his powers grew until he emerged as a great and powerful wizard. With his friends by his side, he faced the dark forces threatening their world, ultimately triumphing through courage, wit, and strength of their unbreakable bond. He became Marconius Dracone, the Great Wizard.
Well, that's like how the D&D stuff, mixes in, and it feels like Lord of the Rings because it's like, all right, I go from Gandalf the Great to Gandalf the White. So,
yeah.
So now, I know I missed last week, but this is already the third name of the year. So far we have Captain Silverstride, and then we have Cacaw McGraw, which, is unanimously, we already know Zach's name because it was inspired with nothing. I'm glad Amy's back giving the names this week because
it was inspired to go against Falcon. Okay, that is the whole reasoning behind it.
Would you have changed the name on the fly had he not shown up?
Probably, yeah. Like I would have done something to go against you then.
Probably. That sounds
that's kind of how I do it, man. That's how I do it.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and bury the lead here. This is gonna be the new number one.
Wow.
Because that is such a great exposition leading into the name. So that takes the new number one spot.
Yeah, I agree. I see why.
I'm getting breaking news right now in my headphones. I'm getting breaking news. Marconius Dracone, the Great Wizard, was none other than John Stevenson playing his 30-year D&D campaign with his best friends. Oh my God. Can you believe it, everybody? John Stevenson as the number one yet again. Oh my gosh. Let's give a little.
You're going to grow tired of that shtick after a while.
Derek, if you've learned nothing more, I do not grow tired of bits. I
wish you would. This one, let it die.
I ride that horse as long as I possibly can. Okay? That horse is rode until it's dead. I revive it. I lay hands on it and I pray over it, and we revive that thing and we ride it some more.
I'm gonna make sure it stays down.
Oh man! Now, Yugi, let everybody know what you got going on over at the Yugi Palace. I don't know if you've got a fancy name for.
I used to.
Yeah,
I used to call it the Kingdom, Duelist Kingdom. Try to play like some Yu-Gi-Oh into it.
I was debating whether to bring that reference up or not, but I'm just like, nah, I don't know this dude well enough. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it's fair to bring it up. But I feel like Duelist Kingdom, that's Pegasus stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pegasus is a little sus, so I don't know.
A little.
That wine drinker's crazy. No, tell you what. So lately I've just been getting back to streaming, back into the groove of things. I think next Tuesday we're gonna check out some Fall Guys, and then gonna finish the Tekken's 8 campaign. That's been interesting. That's been fun. And that's it, man. Just posting clips, shorts, podcasts coming soon. I got one actually with my sister tomorrow, so. A lot going on, but it's been good.
There we go. Well,
now since you've given me access to the floodgates to open them up, now I must ask the real question: is, did you give Joey back his red eyes?
No, it's mine, Joey. It's mine. He doesn't get it back. He needs to beat me in a duel. Well, no, that's never gonna happen.
Man. I mean, it's tough love. That's why they're best friends.
It's tough love.
I'm over here.
Added some monster magic cards to his deck. He would have learned.
Right.
I don't know any of what y'all are talking about, but that's okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's okay. Yeah, I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh. It was of the devil. It was of the devil, Derek.
Whatever.
Literally anything that was not Bible Man or VeggieTales of the devil.
Fair.
Smurfs
That's true.
of
That's
the
true.
devil.
Fair.
Captain Planet of the devil. Like,
Even Captain Planet?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey,
Captain Planet.
I am not making the rules. That was Teresa that made these rules.
Let's talk to Teresa for a minute. Let me talk to her.
Yeah, she'll lay hands on you, Derek. You know this. Oh, that's man. Funny. Well, welcome in, everybody. We've got the howdy from Nate. We know Nate's in here. We got Lady Yugi up in here. We've got my beautiful bride up in here. Hello, hello. We got Marilyn up in here as well. Guys, welcome to the stream. We hope you're doing well. Yeah, and the Smurfs of the devil. Of the devil, y'all. Guys, if you haven't already, smack the like button. Help us out there as we get through all of this awesomeness. We're trying a few things out tonight, but I want to go into our next segment of the show. What you playing? What you playing? Derek, what you playing?
You know, a big fat nothing burger because I had every intention and then, yeah, grocery life happened.
Every intention.
So
every intention. Okay. Well, Yugi, help our friend Derek
Absolutely.
out. What have you been playing? You've been playing something interesting over on your channel.
Yes. So like I said, I've been getting into Tekken 8. I've been wanting to play Tekken. I haven't played Tekken since Tag Tournament in PS2. So I'm very, very rusty. And I'm actually really enjoying the story. It's hilarious. Characters are riding on the sides of buildings and throwing motorcycles. I'm just like, I love this. Yes.
So you
the
didn't play
music.
Yakuza?
Yeah. Oh, see, that's what I mean. Like that cheesy, but they're like serious, but it's like, it's almost like a skit kind of thing. Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah. The Yakuza, same vibe in the beginning. The music, wow. It gave Metal Gear Rising. I don't know if you guys ever played that game.
Yeah.
That soundtrack is chef's kiss. So hearing it play in my ears was very, very good. And I love that there's basically 2 story modes. So there's a tutorial story mode, which is what I needed. I was like, this is perfect. This is everything I needed. And it's like you're basically like a normal guy, right? In like a made up Earth. And you're like training in the arcades to join a fighting game tournament. And so each arcade that you go to, they teach you a new mechanic of the game. So it's actually really, really clever. Yeah. So you make your little avatar. It looks like a Mii, like a Nintendo Mii. Yeah. And, you go to your first arcade. They teach you the basics, right? This is how to punch. This is how to kick, blah, blah, blah. And then in the next one, they teach you more advanced techniques, so on and so forth. It's actually really cool. And then you've got the actual story mode that takes place in the Tekken universe, and ridiculousness ensues. They just go for it. And I just love it. I love it. It's like a giant, Iron Fist tournament. They're all fighting in a Coliseum in Rome. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're all. It's like you guys ever seen Dragon Ball Super?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So you know how they had to fight for their universes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this, you have to fight for your country.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. It's like it's cool. It's clever. So you'll have, you have Asia, North America. They're like split into blocks. And they have to fight
seems
for
like very like the first Dragon Ball tournament. You remember that one, Zach?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. He basically, the main antagonist of this story is pulling a Cell. He's like, hey, I'm going to host a tournament and everyone has to fight for their country. If you lose, basically, we destroy your country. So,
oh wow!
But they just go for it. It's fun. It's hilarious. You know what I mean? You're fighting a bear. I mean, come on, it's Tekken. You know?
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
I'm all about as Thanos once said, "Everything is balanced. You
Yes.
got to balance everything, you know,
As all things should be.
as all things should be. You know, he's got the knife on his finger. And he's teaching his kid. He's a good dad moment. You know what I mean? Good dad moment.
Right.
Like, I'm just,
And then he goes to psychopath.
Right.
I don't know if psychopath is like, that's a little harsh.
Did you see that? Did you join that Reddit thread that was called like Thanos did nothing wrong?
I've seen it,
like
but I have not. I did not join it.
There's a whole community that will back you on this. They are Thanos believers.
100%. Nate says he's been playing some Power World, which I have also been playing a good bit. Over the weekend, I played a good chunk. I just jumped on because I started a world and I had a few of the viewers on, and we played for last Tuesday. Not this one, but the one before. And played for a good while there, but I played probably 5 or 6 more hours just by myself, and
Wow.
it was a ton of fun. And then I come into the living room and start telling Amy like what happened. I'm like, yeah, I was like beating this like baby elephant with a baseball bat, and this like dragon like killed me. This big blue dragon killed me, and she's like, what is going? She's like, what is going on? And I was like, and then I gave a monkey a machine gun, and she was like, I don't even know what's going on. She thought I was crazy, but it's a lot of fun. I think, you know, playing with people is the whole point of the game. Yeah, she was like, I thought, are you tripping? Yeah,
That's hilarious.
The answer is yes.
But I really enjoyed like it's that kind of combination of, I know people compare it to like Minecraft. I never played Minecraft. I played Raft, and I watched a lot of people play Rust when that kind of blew up like a few years ago again.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of that a lot with Pokemon. The only thing I wish that they would introduce is evolutions, but I feel like I know
that'd be too on the nose.
Well, it's like Digimon has evolutions, but
that's true.
I think they could get away with it if they do it the right way. Because like Digimon, they're like, let's put guns on their hands. You know what I mean? Like Pokemon's like, we'll just make them into like more mature versions. Like Digimon's like, let's put guns on their hands and like guns everywhere. It's like a rabbit just has like big old huge guns and everything.
Have you seen Metal Garurumon?
Yeah, exactly. War Greymon, man.
Oh yeah,
that's the good stuff. Good stuff.
For real.
But yeah, I played a good bit of Power World, but then I jumped back. I was like, if I don't play Sea of Stars this weekend and I just keep playing Power World, I feel like I am going to lose the trail. You know what I mean?
Yes. You're gonna forget where you're at.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know if I'll go back if I don't play this weekend. So I jumped in, played a good bit. The story is moving at a better clip now. Like, if you can just get past the first chunk, which is about 9 hours, to be honest, that first chunk is slow. But after that, like, you're moving very, very quickly. Like, I have a pirate ship now. It's super dope.
All right.
Like the game is like
One Piece adventure.
Yeah, like the game is like really, really building, and I'm really liking it. I think you're gonna love this game. I know I'm not gonna convince Derek to play this because he's totally. This is not his game, and this is not the kind of game that I'm usually into either. But man, it's a ton of fun, and I know I say it every week. I'm like, y'all need to play some Sea of Stars and everything. But yeah, it's way better than Starfield. I'll say that.
That's such a shame. It hurts me every time people say that because it's so true.
Like I want to go back to Starfield, but it's just like one of those. It's like I just don't have time. You know, it's like there's just so much to play. Out there, and it's just like I'm just gonna,
the world is.
That's what I mean. The standard.
The world is your galaxy.
Yeah. The standard is like so high that like one minor miss, and it's just like people are gonna move on.
Yeah.
You know, like the moment I heard the complaint of the lack of transportation in that game, people checked out.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%. And there's games that I still want to play. Like Mass Effect is like my favorite series of all time. I haven't played the Legendary Edition yet. It's on my list, but I just haven't played it yet. So it's just like one day I'll get around to it. One day I'll get around to it. But that's what we've been playing. Y'all let us know down in the comments what you've been playing as well. And I just wanted, before we get into the show, I wanted to show this to everybody. I got a little gift this week. If I got a little Piggy Smalls.
You actually got it?
Yeah, my mother-in-law Marilyn got me the Piggy Smalls t-shirt. So y'all,
outstanding.
I'm repping our boy Piggy Smalls up in here, y'all.
You weren't kidding. You really got it. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Amy's mom, my mother-in-law, got me Piggy Smalls.
Man,
so
what a W mom, yo.
I know, man. I'm
amazing. I don't think she knows what she just did.
No, she created a monster.
Yeah. Lord. So you say she brought you the bacon?
Yep.
There we go. But I love that you pulled it up on your channel as well, Yugi. I was like,
yeah. I had to tell people. It's just hilarious, man.
It's hilarious.
I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Like, if they'll host a stadium, I'll put the face paint. We'll go crazy.
Dude, I want to be a caster. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I want to be like, let's go. Let's do this.
Yes. Piggy Small, sponsored by 100 Thieves. I mean, come on. You
I know.
can't make this stuff up.
Oh my God. Apparently Marilyn, my mother-in-law, got a lesson on who Biggie Smalls was. Oh my Lord. Gotta love it. All right, guys, we are going to jump into the news. So here we go. This week in gaming, PlayStation has a conference and more games get added to the release year, because in this episode, we're going to talk about State of Play. We're going to talk about all those things, because we're brought to you by the Epic Game Store, where you can support us by using our creator code NerdCave at checkout. And we're also brought to you by our wonderful patrons, but more about that later. Whew, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to strap in?
I know, because Xbox, 2 weeks ago, Xbox got their shine, and it's only fair that PlayStation has their moment.
But Derek, you're doing everybody dirty by going with flipping foam stars first. You're just like, we're going with foam.
The minutia out the way, bro.
You were playing a bow here, just like foam stars. It's just like, stop the
Let me
pain.
tell you about our Lord and Savior foam stars.
Not foam stars, man.
The Splatoon reject no one wanted.
They're like, stop calling us Splatoon. Yes. A new foam.
If I see it on my PlayStation feed, I'm gonna take it to GameStop, return it. They're gonna be like, "Why? Oh, I saw foam stars pop up on my PlayStation. Just get it, take it back. I don't want it."
You're giving them money to take your PS5.
Yes. That's how much I don't want to see that game.
Well, don't turn on your PlayStation for a while, for sure.
Oh my! They're really pushing it, man. They're really trying.
Oh yeah, they are 100%. A new Foam Star trailer ahead of launch next week has been shown, and Derek, I'll let you read the next part.
The Foam Stars is out on PlayStation Plus next week, and Square Enix shared a new trailer showing off new characters coming to the competitive foam shooter. We know, I think a couple weeks ago, we talked about how that was going to be part of the PS Plus free games, and I'm happy about that because no one needs to spend money on this game, actual money.
No, not at all. Now, Yugi, here we go. We're going to watch the new trailer for Foam Stars from the State of Play.
All right, let me get a trash bag. I might throw up. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. No.
Yugi feels like his eyes are just forced open with tape.
Ranked
Big
party
emotion.
play. Ranked party play. Come on,
yeah.
Yugi. We got to play this.
Yeah,
I feel like it would be hard to be the number one homer.
I'm gonna gouge my eyes.
Is that a dude from One Piece?
I don't
No,
know.
that's
anymore.
Bobo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still mourning the death of Batman. Can we not? Oh my goodness. At least it's free. Oh no.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That's the shot, man. That's
Yeah.
the
Now,
right there. Boom.
Yugi, you know you don't want to have FOMO with this game. You know you're going to check it out.
Lord help us.
Mm.
Now, I do have a legitimate question, and neither one of you can answer this.
Okay.
What if it comes out on PS Plus and it's like a Rocket League and it is like legitimately good? Like, I don't think it will, full disclosure, but just what if?
If it's actually good, I will wear makeup on stream.
Because Square
There you
Enix
go.
hasn't
I've
put
done
out
that. I've done that before, so that's not.
That's how confident I am that it's not. There's no way. Like, okay, maybe it'll be popular because it's on PS Plus for like
right.
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it stays relevant to that caliber, I'll eat my words 100%.
Mm.
So, like, because Square Enix hasn't put out a bad game in like a minute. Like, I don't think since Balan Wonderworld. And that was like several years ago. So, I mean, this has the potential to end that streak, but I'm just saying they've been on a streak for a minute.
I would be shocked.
I don't know, dude. If this does well, which I highly doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know people that have played it, like Kind of Funny who's talked about it, and that it's actually fun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, can it stick the landing?
Right.
That's the biggest thing. Does it have legs past its 2 weeks?
Right.
With it being on PlayStation Plus, I feel like PS4 era, like you were comparing to Rocket League, I feel like that window is gone, to be honest. That window is gone. But because there's so much out there, literally Halo is free to play, which I know this is the last season. Season 5 is the last season of Halo Infinite and everything. But it's like you've got the finals. You've got Fortnite. You've got Warzone. You've got Apex. You've got so much out there that, yes, they're competing. And you've got Splatoon, which is more of a one-to-one to this game, a comparable thing to it, which is locked off on, Switch. But this will be on a more popular console.
Right.
Well, technically Switch is more popular than PS5, but it is going to PS4 too. That's right. Oh, dang. They're being smart with this. I'm just saying. They're being really smart with this. Me and Yugi's going to play it next week, y'all.
Are you going to play? You should play ranked play. I feel like it won't be hard to get the number one spot.
Dude, what if I was the number one foamer?
The number one foamer.
Foaming I just like when I win, like I just have like foam coming out of my mouth. I'm like,
This is esports start.
Do y'all remember the Steiner brothers from WCW?
Yeah.
Like you had Big Papa Pump, but you had his brother, which acted like a bulldog and everything.
Yeah.
That's how I would be that like just like foaming at the mouth. Yeah.
Lord. Foam stars. What do I
Foam
supposed to
stars.
say about foam stars, man?
Nate, gotta tell Murdoch this is going to replace finals. I want to just to see, like, Murdoch is like went hardcore in the finals, which is great. I'm glad he's enjoying it. But it would be hilarious to just be like, hey, Murdoch, this is replacing it. Oh man. There's foam stars, y'all.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
I got the cringe out of the way first.
Thank you. This is not overtaking Rocket League. There's no way. It's just that.
No.
But
You sure? You sure?
For a week.
You
The
sure?
streamers will play it. Everyone will.
Yeah,
everyone will get paid to promote it. They'll get their paycheck and then they'll move on.
Yeah, 100%. Now, let's move into a VR game that was shown that actually looks pretty dope. I'm not even going to lie. When I was like, all right. And then I was like, okay. Let's talk about Legendary Tales. It was revealed for the PlayStation VR 2.
So Legendary Tales is a new PSVR 2 game coming from Urban Wolf Games. The first-person gameplay includes combat with magic, swords, hammers, bow and arrow, and more in a fantasy environment.
Oh. Oh.
Just takes the hilt and like stabs him in the back.
Yeah, like uses it as an axe, essentially.
Right.
I like this.
Okay. Just like
Okay. Yes.
I feel like the
Yes.
Dudley brothers, just like
Yes. Yes. You can literally from the top rope a skeleton. I love it.
like they literally like blocked and like shot back a firebolt. That's super cool.
Really cool, actually. Yeah. Actually takes skill.
You'd be sweaty by the end of this, and there's
Oh, yeah.
multiplayer.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Captain America!
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay.
4.
That's awesome.
I feel like they were just like, hey, how far can we push the
Right.
push
Yeah.
taking the Avengers on this?
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, it looks really dope.
Right.
What are y'all
So-
thoughts on it?
I liked it because it scratches that RPG itch that the VR needs because PSVR 1 was just experiences, and up until like VR 2 has gotten better with the quality style of games, but it hasn't hit all the genres it needs to yet, and I feel like this is going to scratch that itch, especially like a good RPG, not some like gimmicky card game or whatever it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yugi, thoughts?
Oh yeah, definitely. Very cool. Very cool. Sometimes you just want to jump in into like some medieval era type of thing and just throw some swords, and I think that's really cool, man. VR is only going to get better, so.
I mean, you're right, and especially with how MetaQuest is taking off, like, I thought for a minute when it had the bow and like the little dagger and they crossed hands, like I thought he was gonna like put the dagger in the bow and like fire it off.
Yeah. I'd wonder to see how far the creativity goes, but I love the idea of just like smashing things with a table. I mean, that's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Like if there's any reason to buy this game, it's that alone. Why'd you buy this game? Well, I want to smash things with tables.
Get the table.
Like, I wonder if you could just carry the table around and just bash people with the table.
There you go. You know there's going to be a Twitch speed run. Table only,
Yeah.
any percent.
Oh, my Lord. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. HVF. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Welcome. We're glad that you're here. Yeah, I like seeing something actually inventive in the VR space is nice because I feel like Derek's point, there's a lot of experiences, which was the PSVR, and we got Call of the Mountain at launch, but I haven't really seen much other than that coming to the VR,
Well, there's
headset
another one we'll get into later.
True that. Let's move on to the next one. This is Zenless Zone Zero. They're going to sleep over here.
It's like you're pulling up a zipper.
Yeah. In development for the PlayStation 5.
So Zenless Zone Zero is Hoyoverse's newest game, and today we learned it's in development for PlayStation 5. I forgot about this, but this was because I thought it was another thing for Honkai Star Rail, but this is the same verse that it seems like they're creating their own gaming verse because this is the people who did Genshin Impact and then Honkai Star Rail, which released last year. This newest one was revealed at Game Awards. I forgot about it. I thought it was like an update for Honkai Star Rail, but this is its next project. And I don't remember what. I know they talked about it for PC, but I guess they did mention PS5. But now we got that official trailer because both the other games have been coming to PlayStation, so it only makes sense.
Oh, here we go. Let's check it out. Gotta love a bear and the rabbits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huge.
It's got a little bit of that Persona spunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Mixed in with some Jet Set Radio.
I like it. Music sounds good.
Yeah. He just activated his Bankai.
Okay.
Did y'all ever play Freedom Fighters?
That's the PlayStation 1 game you're talking about?
No, it was a PS Vita game.
Vita.
There was
Like the last good Vita game before Sony sold out.
Freedom Fighters?
Yeah, Freedom Fighters. It kind of gives me a little bit of Freedom Fighters vibe.
You mean Freedom Wars?
Yeah, Freedom Wars. Gosh, that's what I was talking about. Freedom Wars. Derek over here to keep me grounded.
I was about to call you out. It's like, guess you didn't enjoy the Vita that much if you can't remember the name of its games.
Yeah, I see the parallel.
Derek, I played Taco Master. Okay, I played Taco Master on the Vita because the Vita was so good. Now, let's move on and let's talk about Zenless Zone Zero. Okay.
So my initial thoughts were because Genshin Impact is that gotcha like steampunk fantasy game. Honkai Star Rail was more of like that. What was it? Fantasy Star Online, or type deal. This one gives me like action anime vibes. You know, this one is like I think it's its most unique because Honkai Star Rail, while it was different, felt way a little too similar to Genshin in terms of like gameplay style, art style. This one they kind of like let loose a little bit. This is more like futuristic modern. Like I said, steampunk, like more like action, like with robots and like just think of like anime where it's like people fighting for the future of humanity type deal, and like that's what this game is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it definitely gives me that feel. Has that Persona kind of going on as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which I know Yugi's excited about this Friday.
Oh my goodness, yeah. There's so many games, man. It's like not even funny anymore. It's just not even funny anymore.
Yeah, it's just like just so much to do, guys. Y'all let us know what your thoughts are as well down in the comments. Like, I don't really like this is not a Zach game by any means. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time on it, but that's what y'all want to play. That's all good. No judgment here. It's just not for me. And I feel like I've gotten better about that. It's like, oh, everybody's playing this game. It's like, no, like I don't have to play this to feel like I'm in the conversation type deal.
Yeah.
You know, it just takes me out of it. So that's just my opinions. But let's move on to one that looks pretty cool. I thought it looked very interesting, and it's been out on other things from what I've heard. It's like been other places, but V Rising is coming to the PlayStation 5 this year.
V Rising is an isometric action game with some Diablo vibes. We got a full trailer during the state of play and learned that it's coming to PS5 in 2024. The fantasy survival game originally launched in early access on PC in 2022. That's also a cool studio name, Stunlock.
That's a MOBA term.
It's definitely like that crafting
Oh yeah.
kind of feel to it, but has that Diablo thing going on, which I'm down for. Love me some Diablo.
You know, the aesthetic of this, I thought it was like Vampire Survivors at first. Like just
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a hard game to, because I've played this game. It's hard to sell. It's hard to sell the full experience just from a trailer. You'd have to. It's one of these games you gotta play. You know what I mean? Like that didn't do any justice, because where you get the experience is different. But I'll let it play out.
Yeah, that's the trailer. Tell us more about it since you've played it. I'd love to hear more.
Yes. So the experience of V Rising doesn't come from anything you just saw. It comes from the online, the co-op experience, and especially if you're big into PvP, the PvP, because there's proximity chat, and you could essentially, you could just really be a tyrant. Like you could, you know what I mean? You start from nothing, build a whole vampire kingdom. You can have a team with you, and if anyone dares to come into your world, you could just absolutely just be a menace to them, you know? And or, you know, and people get factions. There's a, how do I say this? What's the best way to articulate it? It's the social aspect that sells this game more than anything else.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you could join a game and be like, hey, look, you know, these guys up in the north, man, like they're like, let's band together, let's take them out. They've been, you know, destroying me for the last 3 days. You can like garner some sort of sympathy, you know.
Okay.
So as you're walking down the road, you may run into another vampire and you don't know if they're friendly or foe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you can offer some stuff like that's what sells this game. You see how you can't explain that in a trailer though? Yeah.
right.
It feels
That's
very,
what it is.
that's Survivor, Valheim, you know, Rust, like all that kind of stuff where it's like you're in those worlds where other people can totally ruin everything that you've done.
Yeah.
Yes. And unless you play your cards right, that's exactly what will happen. Now you can set up protections to where you can put your vampire to sleep and nothing will happen. But if it's not well protected, you may come back to your game one day and everything's gone. You'll know who did it though. So you can start plotting out a revenge story. And that's what these servers end up being, is just a constant war between two people. Yeah. Or you could run in solo, like train yourself up in a small little area, hope no one finds you, and then by the time you're just a boss, you can just come up and be like, yeah, what's good? What's the problem here? You know, like there's so many,
Do
and
we
then
have a problem?
again, that's exactly, but that's a PvP server. Now you can do a PvE where everyone's it's just all vampires. You're all under the same team, and you're just like taking over the world, and that's real cool too.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's so many ways to play. Like it's not like just that, but the PvP can get very, very interesting. I have a couple clips of that, but yeah, it's good.
So what you're saying is this is going to be better than anything in the Vampire the Masquerade series.
Easily.
Good.
Oh my goodness. Because that was like supposed to be some BR thing they were doing, or what was up with that?
They've done so many different, like there's Bloodlines 2, which is like it's supposed to be an actual story that's supposed to be almost done releasing sometime this year. But they since they kept delaying it, they put so many spin-offs. They did a multiplayer one. They did like a roguelite one. Like they did like so many spin-offs in the last couple of years. It's ridiculous. Like I feel like since they delayed Bloodlines 2 that first year, like 2020, 2021, somewhere around that, they like it's like, oh, here's this game and here's this game. I'm like, wait a minute, you had this in development too? So
I would say so, because the story is experienced. It's not told to you. You know what I mean? Like you essentially make your own story as you progress. Like let's say, like I said, all of us get into a PvE server. We're all on the same team.
Yeah.
We may collectively beat a very strong boss, and we all collectively take their blood and get way ahead than we need to be. Like,
okay,
you know what I mean? And it just depends on where you spawn. It depends on how you react. It depends on what you do. If you work as a team, you can do really, really well. You know, so it's stuff like that. Yeah,
that's really cool. Like,
yeah.
I like that. Like, I feel like where you can, work together, or you can work by yourself. You can do the PvE or the PvP. Like, having those options where it's like you're not, because I think of like Don't Starve. I played a little bit of that back in the day and everything. Yes. And it's like when they added that element of where you can play cooperatively, it made it so much more interesting, because it was like by yourself you can do so much, but with someone else on your team you can go so much further. And yeah, I like that. I think that's a really cool element, and makes me
get immersed. Like you can smell someone's blood, and you can like tell, like, oh, this is some good blood, like kind of like that. Yeah, literally. So when you basically because if it's like a regular deer, it'll be like but then you'll run into someone who's like really strong and has really good blood, and if you drink it, it'll actually improve your personal attributes. And so now, if you're like a melee type, you're going to pursue the blood types of those who are really good fighters. Dude, it gets real crazy. Yeah, man.
That is really, really interesting.
Right?
That is really, really interesting. I'm very curious about that now.
I would highly recommend that game. Just be ready. It's a time vampire. You're going to want to take a day off, because level 1 to level 2 is not like an hour. It's like 9. Like, it's
okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. It's
so
it's
a grind. Okay.
Oh yeah. But not painful grind though. You see what I'm saying?
It's interesting.
Again, it's very interesting because it depends on how you play it out. Like I said, remember, your level is tied to your equipment. So if you play your cards right and you do things smart, you can get way ahead more than you need to be. So you can be like level 24 in that same hour. You see what I'm saying? But you got to find the right gear. You may run into someone who has that gear. If it's a PvE server, somebody will just straight up give it to you. Here you go. Hey, join us. Join us in our clan. Here's a nice little starter kit. Yeah, dude. It's very interesting. It is not like don't expect it to be like a typical RPG where you start always the same. Everyone's story is so unique and different. So unique and different. Because you may run into... Again, and I'm gonna shut up because I love this game so much. I'm sorry.
No, I'm loving. Like I'm like, you're getting ideas popping up.
I'm tickling your ears.
Yeah.
So check it out. So you may spawn into the world. You may run into a deer who has like the best blood you've ever seen. You drink that blood, and now you're super fast, strong, and powerful, way more than you should be. So now you'll go up to one of the bosses, and you'll be able to clap him like one hit just because you drank some really good blood. So it's just depending. It's all dependent. Wow. You know what I mean? Or you may run into a villager who has a small home. In their chest, there's a bunch of good stuff. And now you're level 50 because he's got a bunch of good stuff. And you got lucky. It's like that, man. It's like that. No story's the same. That's what makes that game that game. Yeah.
Well, that is very, very cool. V Rising coming out this year for the PlayStation 5, which I am now even more interested in, because everything you just described to me, and then the Diablo kind of look to it, I'm like,
there it is.
It's like another time sink. Let's go.
Yes. I'm telling you, man. The boss hunting is so satisfying. Like every time you kill a boss, you get a brand new technique, and the gameplay is just like Diablo. So you can be melee, you can be mage, you can be sneaky, you can be all types of stuff, man. All in that Diablo game style. You're gonna love it. If you play it, let me know. I'll join you. Like,
oh yeah,
you're gonna sink time though. I'm telling you.
I'm already over here just like.
Yes.
I'm over here plotting and planning, y'all. Over here plotting and planning, just like a vampire would. Let's move on, though, to our next game, Stellar Blade. They did a deep dive and gave a release date for this. And as Derek talks through this, I'm going to show some gameplay because this thing's like 9 minutes. We're not going to watch all of it, but that way y'all can see what this bad boy looks like. As Derek gives y'all the scoop.
So first off, we got a deep dive on Stellar Blade, the action game coming from developer Shift Up and publisher Sony Interactive Entertainment. We learned that the game is coming on April 26th, and it takes place on an apocalyptic Earth where a mysterious enemy has forced humans to flee to a colony. The main character, Eve, and her two companions, Adam and Lily, work to destroy mech-like enemies as well as hostile survivors. Eve will use guns and swords in stylish action combat. So as we can see here, like, you know, it feels like remember Code Vein from a few years ago? Like that's the vibe I get from this, except it feels like more stylish action.
It gives me Nier Automata. Like,
that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Like it feels super like that. I never played Code Vein, but
I wouldn't even say like that. Like when I first watched this, I'm like, is this another Final Fantasy spinoff or what is this? Because it gave the vibes, like the aesthetic, like especially when it came to the combat of the Final Fantasy VII remake stuff.
Yeah, it feels like that as well. Like the world looks interesting. They've got some characters and all of that kind of stuff. Like you're like one of the last remaining people of this like special unit or whatever, and you'll find different things to level up and all of that. But it also gave me a little bit of you talked about Metal Gear Revenge. Rising. There we go. It kind of gave me a little bit of that too in some of it. But yeah, I like looking at it. It looks really good. But I like these are not my type of games, to be honest. But you can do a lot of upgrade and like that kind of stuff, building bases and that sort of deal.
Okay. Is it just me or just? I can't. I'm just not gonna.
I know what you're thinking. Okay. I would like when I saw it. I was just like okay, like a post-apocalyptic world, but this lady has the most expensive outfits I've ever seen with
extremely nice hair. So okay,
extremely nice hair.
She has very nice hair. You know, she will look at that. I mean, she takes care of her hair.
Cousin, except she keeps her clothes on.
Listen, if my wife was in this apocalypse, her hair would be very frizzy, but. Apparently they have hair dryers and straighteners here. So.
True. Like to have that long of hair.
Yes.
That's very difficult.
Taken care of. It's very difficult, but she makes time somehow.
Yeah. There's one scene, I think it might be coming up where it's like literally just like it's like 5 foot long of hair. Like it's literally almost as tall as she is.
Oh man. I love Japanese, man. They do their thing, dude. You gotta let them be.
Yeah. Like again, the combat looks super dope. It goes to that like kind of Final Fantasy, like Nier Automata kind of feel and everything. It's just not for me. I don't know if anybody like, you know, I've never been a Final Fantasy guy either. That's just me. That dude looks super cool. He's like this guru with like metal arms. Like he looks dope, but I don't know. This one was like because this trailer went on forever. I was kind of like,
all right, yeah.
I was like, this was like early. This was like pretty early on in the show, and I was kind of like, all right, I was like, I need something to move the dial a little bit more here. So but Derek, thoughts?
You know, again, it's an interesting game, like a bunch of mashups, like we talked about. But again, like you said, Zach, not a game for me.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, let's move on to the next one. Another one, another
one. Now this is where they start getting. We've gotten through like the ones that like we said, we enjoyed some of these. More than we thought we would, but now we're getting into like the known properties, like the bigger ones from the state of play.
We got a comment from the Divided Gamer. He said, "Hi, welcome. This looks interesting, kind of like Black Desert Online combat. I never played Black Desert, but it all like the character creation always looked super super dope. Yeah. So, did you ever play it, Yugi?"
So I know what he's talking about, and it's true what he's saying. I never played it, but I've seen a lot of that game, and yeah, that's fair. That's exactly the vibes that I got from it too. Very, very good point.
Dope. Yeah. Well, Divided, welcome to the stream. We're glad that you're here. We're going to keep moving on to another VR title, which actually I was like, okay, this looks pretty cool. I've always wanted to play this franchise, but I've never gotten into it. That has been my only thing, is like I've never gotten into it. Metroid Awakening VR officially announced.
You mean Metro, not Metroid? That's Nintendo, my guy.
Yeah, Metro, you know, it's all the same. It's video games. You know,
perfectly legal.
It's all perfectly. Metro, there we go. We'll get it, guys. Metro Awakening VR officially announced.
So Metro Awakening VR brings the long-running series to virtual reality later this year. Awakening is set before the events of Metro 2033, so it's a prequel to the first game, and it will put players in the shoes of a doctor searching the Metro tunnels to find his wife.
Gotta find that wife.
Right.
All right, let's jump into this trailer.
Also, a couple of these are very mature, so hide your kids, hide your wife, and apologies in advance.
Stare into the flame. Think of this fire as a beacon. Its warmth, its energy. Now, focus your mind on
I just think of Madara, wake up to reality.
Yeah.
Into the void.
Gotta put the gas mask on.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, the Russian Orthodoxy theme is a nice touch. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. No.
Looks great. 5 minutes in, I'd be like dizzy and like falling down.
Yo, getting ready to throw up.
Yeah.
What the heck was that? It's like, what the heck was that? That reminds me of when I played Metro right there, man. This game is out of pocket though. Like you got to be on your toes when you play this game.
Yeah.
So, in VR, I can imagine it could get pretty intense.
Oh yeah, because I mean, they do play like. Was it Exodus was the one where you got out of the tunnels, and you did explore more of the world. But like the first two games, yeah, they were pretty much like a little horror, games. They tried to play in those jump scares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember in one of them, I think it was 2033. That was the one I played. Yeah, I went outside. There's a freaking giant mutant ape thing that would not leave me alone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stopped playing after that. It's like, dude, just leave me alone, man. I couldn't kill it.
He just wanted a hug, man.
No, he wanted more than a hug. I don't know. He wanted my hug in the side of my brain.
he just wanted to, spend some time with you.
Oh yeah, I bet.
In his belly.
More crazy.
Yeah, it looks great. Again, VR, like I wish I had maybe if I took some Dramamine, some motion sickness stuff. I know that sounds a little extreme, but when I fly, I have to take it. So it's maybe if I took a little bit of Dramamine, just one, not two, because two will knock me out, and then played VR. I'm not going to buy a VR. Because they're too expensive. PlayStation VR 2 is way too expensive. But anyway, I think it would be pretty dope. Do you think, Derek, this is only going to come to the PlayStation Virtual Reality 2?
That's the sole VR headset?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a chance, but that'll be the only thing. But I could see it being the time exclusive where it comes to VR 2 first, and then 4 to 6 months later, it jumps to everything else.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But good on this the Metro series for continuing to, inspire and just be interesting. You know what I mean? So I'm glad the series is keeping going. Because I know there's rumors. There was rumors last year or maybe the year before of them working on the next actual console version of Metro. So we'll see. Good for them for keeping. Because I never heard of Metro until Last Light came out because there was a Game Informer article, and then it's we're doing a trilogy, and it's oh, cool. So
Divided Gamer says, I haven't seen a lot from the PlayStation VR in a while. I have an Oculus for PC, and it looks like PlayStation VR might be catching up. I think they're trying to bring developers on that aren't first party. Like, if they keep doing stuff like this and the one that we watched earlier, the Legendary Tales, like if they keep those kind of relationships, building those relationships, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think that is a good way to do this, because we all know PlayStation is not as bad as Google, but they will abandon things after a while.
Sure.
So I agree.
It starts eating into their profit margin.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope that they do Divided, but if you like VR, I would stay on the PC side, because you're definitely going to get more out of it than the PlayStation, and PlayStation is super unaffordable. Just the VR headset. You know. Now, moving on to another RPG element, we've got Capcom sharing another Dragon's Dogma trailer, and man, this looks so good.
It does.
Now, Yugi, are you a big like RPG guy? Like, it feels like you are, because you like Persona.
Yeah, I'll play. That's what I mean. I don't think there is a genre I don't like, actually. That's the thing. I love them all. So yeah, it's a good RPG. I mean, hey, you can give me a good couple days off, I'll dive in. Absolutely.
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Like Zach Howe took the whole weekend off for Spider-Man 2.
I don't blame him.
You know it.
Yeah.
You just jelly.
You got to sometimes, man. You got to. Some of these games, they suck you up. It's good.
All right, let's check out this trailer.
I knew you would come, Arisen One.
Like at first from that shot, I thought it was Monster Hunter, but
Yeah. Well, at first I was like, oh, we're finally getting Dragon Age.
oh, and so you saw the Capcom logo.
Yeah, and I was like, dang it. This right here,
Yeah.
like
Oh, okay.
jumping on top and just like,
Going to town.
Wow.
yeah. Dang!
What the?
I'm not with you yet.
Okay. We're dropping C4s on dragons' necks. I love this. Yes. Yes. I thought I've seen it all.
Like homing arrows,
Right.
and this dude
Yeah, and then riding on the ice.
just climbing up the ice, like, oof.
Wow. This is like a... Oh, man. I don't even want to trigger the Monster Hunter fans. I gotta be careful. I was about to say something crazy.
Hold fast to your strength of will.
Just look how smooth that was. Can we go back? I'm sorry. Can we go back for a second
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah, we
Did
can.
you see how he turned over him with that arrow and shot him? That was
Yeah.
just the cleanest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that right there.
That's
That
so-
was like Legolas.
Yes! That goes so much swag in one little clip. Like, are you kidding me? Wow.
Dude, like,
This looks clean, dude.
It does. Like I didn't play the first Dragon.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Capcom. Yep.
avail you not, watching one.
They did a really good job. This coming out this year? I
yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Like next
Come
month.
on.
Yeah.
It's dropping the same day as Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's difficult. That's
Ye-
difficult.
Yugi ain't going to sleep. He's got to be playing 2 games at once.
Literally, man. This looks ridiculously
I
good,
know.
though.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
Like that, I wouldn't believe that's gameplay. I wouldn't. I'm
Right.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, some of the stuff that's like, it feels super scripted in some ways, but it's like at the same time, it's like you know, it some of it is scripted within the game or whatever, just to be able to get the shot. But it's like it is in-engine gameplay, and it's like,
Right.
Like these homing missiles, right? Like the arrows, like so cool. And
That's
this,
cool. Right?
Okay,
You're a mage, then you pull out a sword. Like, are you kidding me?
yeah, like
That's amazing.
like I am very, very excited for this.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to say it, man, but Monster Hunter fans, don't be mad. It just doesn't feel as A, B, C, D as Monster Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very fluid.
Yep.
Looks like there's a lot of decision making involved, a lot of dodging. Like Monster Hunter, one of my friends who loves the game, he'll tell you a lot of the times you're fighting against the animations. With this, it doesn't look that way. It looks so cinematic almost. Like,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
It kind of reminds me of not all the combat, but it kind of reminds me of The Witcher, where it seems like you've got to kind of plan out just a little bit. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And obviously the co-op aspect too. This was cool. This
Yeah.
was really cool.
You
can see it. He plants it right there, and then he activates it. That's hilarious.
Let's see. Can you play Dogma multiplayer? Let's see.
I don't think.
Oh, those are just if that's your party. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's no multiplayer in this one.
Oh, it's not. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
There was multiplayer in the first one.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Of. Dragon's Dogma, man. Yeah, a lot of people didn't talk about this one.
Yeah. Let's hop over to comments real quick, and then we'll get into any other thoughts on it. Divided says, I'm very excited for this. The first one was not noticed much in the US, but I will certainly buy this if it keeps looking good. Yeah. We've only got a few months. Well, a month at this point. But yeah, I'm super, like, it wasn't on my radar, to be honest, but now it's like, I got it. Sometimes you got to scratch that RPG itch. Sometimes. Nate says, I have the first Dragon's Dogma on Switch and didn't play it that much of it. Probably because gameplay on the Switch wasn't that great. True that.
Yeah.
True that. Derek, thoughts on Dragon's Dogma?
It looks better, because like I said, I didn't play the first one, and I didn't really take it that seriously. Like, it felt like very niche, and it felt like, Capcom was trying to branch out and, like, rival Dragon Age, but this second one, they could actually, put it up there. They could actually take a serious turn and make this one of their next franchises,
Yeah, I agree. I know people that have played the first one, and they say the storytelling is amazing in the game, and that's what a lot of that kind of pushed it forward in the first one. So I'm very, very looking forward to this one now. Just seeing more of it. Like we got a trailer not too long ago. I think it might have been like 6 months ago on it, and it was like, okay, that looks pretty good. But this one being this close, I'm just like, so might have to scratch that itch.
Bummer. It's so like the day of Rise of the Ronin.
Yep.
Oh man.
There's a few that are coming out March 22nd. If I want to say right, I think there's 3.
No way.
I don't know about that.
Because I had my
at least 2
onto Ronin for sure.
Oh yeah, the 2 that I know of, but I don't know if there's many more than that. I think
thought there was
one releasing around the same time.
I'll have to look. Well, y'all can fact check me. Y'all can look that up on that end. But let's keep the train rolling, guys. We got some more games coming your way. If you're a Sonic fan, get ready to eat, because Sonic X Shadow Generations was announced at the State of Play.
So Sega revealed Sonic X Shadow Generations, which is an enhanced remaster of Sonic Generations with new content featuring Shadow the Hedgehog. The teaser trailer showed the same levels we saw in the original Sonic Generations from 2011, as well as new levels where Shadow takes the lead. It's coming to PS4, PS5, Series X and S, Xbox One, Switch, and PC in autumn 2024.
All right, here we go. Wonder if there's any chili dogs.
Yeah, chili
Very
dogs.
important.
That's the sustenance.
Yep.
Truck-coon.
5 out of 10, no chili dogs.
I've got it from here, Sonic.
Where's the gun?
All right.
Yeah, right? The Uzi that he loads like a shotgun.
Good point.
The levels look clean.
It does.
Very nice.
Mm.
Very nice.
All right, thoughts. Yugi, what's your thoughts on the old Sonic?
I'm good, man. Yeah, Sonic fans been eating good lately. So
You're
they're,
right.
they're I know they're happy, man. And listen, and kudos to Sega, man. You know, don't if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the formula that works. Those are the gameplay elements that works, right? You've obviously got the story mixed in, but hey, man, as long as that it's everything that I know I grew up with, right, with the Sonic Adventure games. So
Unless it's
kudos
Sonic
to them,
06.
we don't talk about that. What is that? I have amnesia from that year. Yeah, like that's what I mean though. Like if they keep doing stuff like this, it's a recipe for success, you know. It's good for the kids, good for the old heads. It's everyone wins here. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And the great thing is that even if you for some reason can't hit this one, they typically go on sale and you can get a great decently Sonic experience at a decent price. I remember I got a Mania for a really good price not too long ago, just because I waited a little bit. Whereas, unfortunately, a lot of the Mario games they just always are expensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do not go on sale.
Yeah, they never go on sale. Like you'd have to. It's like it has to be like Mario and Rabbids. Like
Right.
Ubisoft has to force them almost to put it on sale.
And, and even when it does, it's like $8, and it's
Right,
$48,
right.
and it's like still expensive.
yeah. So Sonic is great for the my wallet. That's for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I've never been like I played Sonic 2 on the Sega Game Gear. If y'all remember that. Yeah.
Oh man, you might as well put batteries into 2 pieces of stone.
But you know, like Sonic's always been cool, but it's never been like a huge thing for me. Like I know Derek Diamond is a huge Sonic fan, but I don't know. It's never was like resonated fully with me, but I'm glad that good games are coming out because my God, Sonic was in such dire straits. Capcom was such in dire straits for a while, but I'm glad that they're putting out good stuff into the world. Derek, your thoughts?
I like it. I like how they're not only like, because what was the one, Legends or Frontiers was the new original Sonic game that came out last year.
Frontiers,
yeah. I like how they're giving new stuff, but they're also going back, like they're kind of doing the Mario take, where they're doing something new, going back to the old retro ones like with Mania, but also like remastering some of the ones like and giving them a better shake. Because Generations, like I remember that like working at GameStop, like seeing that for the 360 and PS3. But I don't think a lot of people gave it a fair shake. Because I know like Sonic 06 left a terrible taste in people's mouths, and then like they just made so many mid to bad Sonic games. Like what was the one with the Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic what was it? The Unleashed where it became like a werehog or whatever it was. So it's nice that they're going back to the hidden gems, kind of like how when Nintendo went to the Switch, they're like, hey, Wii U as a system was terrible, but it had good games, and here's some of the ones that you may not have played on the Wii U and that you can play on the Switch. So it's like I like how they're also giving those other games from like that were actually good from back in the day like another like second life.
Yeah, and we also got Sonic Colors. I thought they came out recently. It's saying like 2020, 2021.
It was last year.
I did too, and I'm like looking it up. I'm like, you sure about that?
Right.
Time flies.
It says September 7th, 2021.
My last fall with GameStop.
Yeah. So long ago. Now, let's move to a somewhat of a controversial game because of them being nominated for an indie award at the Game Awards, but they're not indie. Dave the Diver is coming to the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. Dave the Diver was a surprise hit in 2023, and today we learned the game is coming to PlayStation this April. Plus, we had a surprise that we'll get to in the trailer, and Dave the Diver is coming in May 2024. Well, it's PlayStation and the physical version's coming in May. Or no, the surprise is coming in May. Excuse me.
But first, we're going to bring in Bo Nose Gaming.
Oh,
There he is.
Whoa, what?
what up?
Oh man, look at my teeth.
I know.
What's that about?
Did you go see Nelly to
That
get you
green
a
screen
grill?
thing's taking my teeth out.
Or are your teeth
It
green?
must be. I must need brush.
Guys, chill out. He just ate his veggies. Leave him alone.
I know some good dental people, so I can hook you up, fam.
Nice.
What's up, Bo? Welcome.
Hey
Welcome,
guys, how's
Bo.
it going?
Doing well. How are you?
Not bad. I'm actually at work still, but I had a few minutes. I wanted to drop in and see what you're talking about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Multitasker.
You're excited about Sonic? Is that what I gathered from the tail end of your Sonic discussion?
Overall, yeah, we're excited. It's not like, oh my God, Sonic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, good. They're doing well.
Yeah, no, I thought it looked really good. I mean, for a 3D Sonic game, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, they're actually going to do something that is good this time.
Yeah.
I don't always
Yeah.
think that. And I was recently playing Sonic Dream Team on Apple Arcade. And it's
Okay.
a 3D Sonic game, and you wouldn't think for like a lot of the games on there are really small, and you wouldn't think they would be very good. But it's actually a really enjoyable 3D Sonic game. Like it's simple-ish, but it's good and it's polished and it looks good. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe Sonic's going to make a comeback here. Maybe they're going to start to make some good Sonic games again. And from the look of that trailer, I was like, yeah. And Shadow coming back. I mean, I think that's just really cool. And if I'm remembering this right, the next Sonic movie is supposed to come out this year as well. And the end of the last one teased the coming of Shadow. And so it's like they're on the Shadow train right now, not just Sonic. So Sega's been cooking some stuff up over there. That's what it looks like to me. All the crazy taxi stuff and all that's coming.
Yeah, all
I
that.
cannot wait.
It's exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. Sonic 3 comes out December 20th of this year.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a Christmas movie this year.
Amy says, hey.
Hey.
Now, Bo, I know you've got limited time.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot on thoughts on the state of play.
Okay, well, I guess I didn't. There wasn't a whole lot there that I was super excited about, if I'm being honest. Not that I thought they looked like bad games. I thought, I wish. Here's my first thing. I wish Helldivers 2 was the game they were giving us in February instead of Foam Stars.
Thank you.
But we're getting Foam Stars. So I guess, you know what? I guess I'll be playing some Foam Stars, even though I am not looking forward to it that much. I'll try it out since it's free.
Fair. All right.
Aims to be the number one foamer.
Foaming at the mouth.
Yes.
Foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'm rabid.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Stellar Blade, I think looks, really, what's the word? It looks like they spent a lot of time on it. There's so much detail in the world that they built, and in like the way that they designed all the characters and stuff. There's just a whole lot of detail in there. But at the same time, I keep watching it and I keep thinking this feels like a game I've already played 10 times before. Anybody else feel like that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Like I said, we were going through mashups of like what it looks like Code Vein, Final Fantasy, Nier Automata. So
yeah. It just, and so I can't get excited about it because it just looks really generic. Even like the name of the city is Zion and her name is Eve. Like it just seems like really, really generic. And it makes me sad because they obviously spent a lot of time crafting all of this. I wish they had put a little more effort into the design of it. I wish they'd put a little more effort into like making it a little more unique, I guess.
Yeah.
And maybe changing up some of the writing or some of the, at least what they called places or something. I don't really know, but I can't get excited about it. And I wanted to be. That was one of the ones I was really hoping that I would enjoy. But I don't know. I thought Sonic looked really good. I don't really remember what Zenless Zone Zero looked like or what that was about. So
you're not gonna like it.
No.
It was a free. Is it a free to play game?
Yeah, I think so because it's done by the Genshin Impact people.
I'll come back around to Dave the Diver because I know that's what y'all were just talking about. I am not a Silent Hill fan, so I don't really have anything to say about that except that I thought the remake that needs more time in the oven. That's what I thought, visually speaking. Judas, I don't know. I thought the Metro VR game looked good. I thought it looked really high caliber. But then I thought the Legendary Tales one with the skeletons, I thought it looked terrible. So
like graphically,
yeah, I thought it looked terrible.
Oh yeah, graphically it looks like trash.
Yeah,
like it looks
terrible.
like Walmart version of Skyrim, but the concepts and the things that you can do,
right,
really inventive.
It can look bad and still be a crazy amount of fun, right? Like we all know that. And hopefully that's the case because gameplay wise, I didn't think it looked terrible. Just visually, I was like, this looks, I don't know, it doesn't look like a current gen game should look, even in VR.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people are excited about Dragon's Dogma 2 and Rise of the Ronin. I did enjoy Rise of the Ronin, even though it still just makes me want Ghost of Tsushima 2.
Correct.
I did think it looks more there. People when Ghost of Tsushima came out, everybody was saying, "Oh, this is like Assassin's Creed but better." And I did think Rise of the Ronin looks like they took the Assassin's Creed elements of it to the next level with some of the like the grappling and the traversal in that game. I still don't know that it's going to be one that I'll pick up, but I don't know. And Until Dawn, I'm not interested. I don't really do horror games too much. I'll do Resident Evil sometimes, and that's about it. Death Stranding 2 graphically looks phenomenal. I do wonder, like, how many freaking projects is Kojima doing right now simultaneously? I feel like he's doing a project for everybody. He's like bringing Death Stranding to the Mac, and he's bringing. I think actually it came out on iOS.
Yep, iOS. Yeah, right? iOS 15.
It's only $20. But
I'm not surprised. Like I follow him on Twitter, and like every other day he's meeting someone famous. It's like annoying now.
Yeah,
like it'll be like, oh, it's just Friday just met with Martin Scorsese. No big deal. I'm like, dude. And then like the next day it'll be like, oh yeah, some other famous actor. Oh yeah, met up with such and such from Dune. It's like, okay, he just collaborates with anyone. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing something with Xbox right now too, right?
OD.
And so it just he seems like he's busy. I just don't know how he's doing so many different projects at the same time. And
he's old. That's I don't get it. No. He's old.
Well, hey man, he's building that legacy. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm. The older you get, Yuki, the more you realize that the days are short.
No kidding.
You got to get it done. You got to start getting it done. So he must be feeling that way, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Matt, he felt trapped by Konami for so many years. He's like, I need to branch out.
Oh yeah. What was that other game they announced? It looked like with him. It wasn't Death Stranding. It was the other one.
Yeah, the action espionage game.
it basically looked it was Metal Gear. They're letting him make his own Metal Gear game. Is what it sounds
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
right?
Wait, he's making another.
It's
game?
not Metal Gear. That he doesn't have the rights to that, but sounds like it's going to be a game like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Listen, I'm gonna say it. He did kind of usher in the espionage like games, man. If you think about it, you know what I mean. He really made it like mainstream. Splinter Cell should look at Metal Gear for that. And then remember, there was that scene where something happened, and then Sam Fisher, he says something along the lines of like, "Oh, it's just me now," and they gave like a little nod of the hat for the end of Metal Gear. There was like a scene that he was in, and he was like, "Oh, I guess it's just me now," because they were talking about the guy with the bandana, is what they call him in that world. But the stealth genre, that's Kojima, man. That's his baby.
Oh, yeah.
So he knows how to do stealth games.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I do wish we could get another Splinter Cell game, a good one.
Right.
I loved Blacklist. I loved Blacklist so much.
Blacklist was so good.
It was so good.
Hold on.
It was
He's
so
gotta
good.
let him know.
Zach,
Let him
it
know,
was
Zach.
so
Tell
good,
him.
Zach.
Was
you know what?
Was Blacklist the last one?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, Blacklist sucked. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh, come on.
Blacklist sucked.
It's gone.
The one before that, great. I'm trying to remember my names over here, okay? Conviction was good. Blacklist, trash. Double Agent, amazing. Chaos Theory, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
I loved Blacklist.
I'm sorry. That was trash.
I actually played it on Wii U. And
Well,
on Wii U.
You had no
Love yourself.
okay.
No,
So
listen.
you had no standards. You had no
owned the Wii U.
standards here.
Yo, that's crazy.
Look.
Plus, Michael Ironside was not
whenever-
in Blacklist.
Whenever you used like the snake at the door, you put it under the door for the camera, it showed up on the Wii U gamepad. And whenever you flew the drone, you flew it from the gamepad. So your character was still on the TV. Like Sam Fisher was still on the TV and you could see what was going on with him, but then you were flying the drone through the gamepad like he was flying it from his wrist computer thing. And I just really liked that. I liked that it was just different. So
That's cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
Anyway,
I can respect that. But the rest of Blacklist, just trash.
I think I told you
Bo's
guys,
not even acknowledging
like,
me
"Come on,
anymore.
man."
He's just like, Zach's not going to let it go.
he's not. Neither am I, so it's fine. It's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. That's fine.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion, Zach.
Dave the Diver has the Godzilla stuff going on. Is that right? The DLC? And I got to tell you guys, I've been watching Monarch Legacy of Monsters on Apple TV Plus, and the show is like blowing my mind how good it is and how like well produced it is. And the story just has me hooked. At the end of every episode, I'm like, let's go to the next one. But I can't. Like, it's like, because it's like an hour-long show. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to sit here and binge it. I'm going to enjoy it and take it, a little bit at a time here and there. But it's really good. And so I don't have any interest really in Dave the Diver, but I thought it was interesting that they're bringing Godzilla DLC to it when Godzilla's kind of hot right now, right? Because they had the minus one did really well. And we got another movie coming at the end of this year, I think. Something like that. And then the show's going on
They
right
have
now.
that weird like Godzilla versus Kong and like sequel or whatever, but that one, like I saw the trailer for that one and that don't look it. But they do have more projects with Godzilla.
That was the last one, right? Godzilla versus Kong.
Well, that was this one. They're doing a sequel to it where they're like, there's another ape involved.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But the show's really good. Godzilla's really not in it too much.
And
more about the people.
In the Monarch show, did they turn up the monster fights? I feel like that was lacking in some of the movies.
Did they turn them up? No, this is like, it's more about the people. It's more about, it's about the people who founded Monarch and their grandchildren. and you're going back and forth in time, so you're learning both stories at the same time, and they're like discovering why the monsters are there and stuff, and so I don't know. It's been good so far. I'm about halfway through it.
You know what the best Godzilla movie is?
The Matthew Broderick one.
Exactly. Where Godzilla is a lady and she's laying eggs in New York City. That's the good stuff. Yeah.
I own that movie on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a good movie.
What did I just hear in my ears?
Yeah, the like 90s Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jeff
can I ask you a
Goldblum?
question, Zach,
Yeah.
real quick. At the end of the Mario movie, did you suddenly flash back to Godzilla? Because at the end of the movie, at the end credits or whatever,
I didn't watch the end credits.
oh, there's a scene where it like slowly goes into the sewer, where Mario like gets in the pipe.
Yeah.
And there's a Yoshi egg down there in the sewer, and then it's like zooming in on it, and then it cracks a little bit.
Okay.
And I was like, "That's the end of Godzilla." That's what happens.
Yeah. Murdoch liked that movie. It doesn't surprise me that Murdoch liked that movie as well.
I mean, he likes Skull and Bones. Let's be fair.
True. Will it release? We don't know yet.
We'll find out in 15 days.
Yep. Godzilla 98 says, "Damn." There you go. Boom.
Godzilla 98. Okay.
Yeah. And Murdoch's like, easy.
Blasphemy.
Oh. Well, Bo, what would you? I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you're at work and everything. What would you give this on a scale of 5?
Scale of 5?
The NerdCave scale of 5, where we do full numbers. Isn't that right, Yugi? We do full numbers, not these point half. I know.
Like a 0.81 just to spite you.
Yeah, he's gonna do it now.
Well, it's because Blacklist is a trash game.
Bro, you're really on there.
The rest of us have moved on, Zach. Come on. I would give it. I guess I'd give it a 3.
3.
Maybe
Interesting.
Like I said, there wasn't
Dang.
much more that interested me.
Really?
Fair.
Okay.
Well, and it was the one thing that I'm most excited about is Final Fantasy VII, and it wasn't even there. I know it's
Well, they're
thing.
getting their whole thing next week.
Yup.
Which we'll talk all about that next week. A
It felt
3.
like it just felt like it was a lot of horror stuff. I mean, a lot of it was, and I just don't really like horror games. So
I got you. I feel you, dog. I feel you. Yeah. Dan says you got to commit all the way, and I do. If there's a bit, I commit to it.
Yeah,
8-bit,
I know.
16-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit.
Oh. All right. Well, there's your ranking. I like it. I'm glad you got to come on, man. Do you want to watch Dave the Diver? Or I don't know how much time you got.
I'll watch I haven't watched that one actually yet. I just saw that Godzilla was coming to it.
Well, guys, let's jump into the Dave the Diver trailer right now.
That's a PlayStation remote. Okay, I see you guys. Marketing. Okay.
They know what's going on.
Yeah, I respect it.
Look at that narwhal.
Bro,
Sharktopus.
what in the world?
Yeah, when I heard the music from like the old school, I was like,
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Like, that's all I
waiting
could.
for that too. So what are you supposed to do with that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because it's about a guy running a sushi restaurant, right? Like, what?
I don't know what Dave the Diver is actually about, to be honest.
Yeah. So as far as what I'm understanding, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like
You go out and fish.
You go into the you go out and fish, and then you run. It's like a restaurant management thing.
Yeah.
So you get fish, they cook the fish and sell it out. So what, you gonna eat Godzilla? I mean, I don't understand.
Radioactive sushi. That's what it's going to be now.
Alrighty then.
That's what I like.
It's like, wow, this
Little
sushi's
bite
very
to it.
Spicy. Oh, look, I've grown a third eye.
I could see the future.
Why do I have 6 fingers now? What?
I am Godzilla.
Like, I don't get it. Okay.
Oh man.
Murdoch's like the boat versus Godzilla. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, possibly.
Little Jaws,
Bigger fish.
little Jaws reference for you, and I see your Star Wars Episode 1 Qui-Gon Jinn reference up there.
Yeet.
Oh, that's a good idea. Does Godzilla affect the fish in the water? Maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's why
what
we
you're
get the
saying.
shark necklace.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Give them radioactive powers. Maybe that might be how it works. I don't know. I'm down for this. Like, I'm down for some Dave the Diver. I've wanted to play it. Now it's coming to PlayStation, so I'm all, I'll get some sushi.
Yeah.
I'll fight Godzilla. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Wrong one. Wrong reference.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts. The game didn't look bad. It didn't. It's done really well.
Yeah.
And if you like that, you should go play Sea of Stars.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Could have a whole conversation about Sea of Stars, you know what I mean, Bo? Have a whole conversation about Sea of Jasant, It's like we've had one of these before, but man, some good games.
It's called Deja Vu.
Descent really did surprise me.
Yeah.
Sea of Stars did not surprise me. I was like, I look. You take one look at that, and you're like, that's probably going to be pretty good. Like, at least I was.
Yeah.
I was like, but Descent was not like that.
No.
I only played it because it was on Game Pass, and I was like, I'm just going to see how bad this really is. And I was like, oh crap, I think I like this.
Yep. 100%. 100%. Do you have time for another, or do you need to bounce?
I probably need to go. What's the next one?
Helldivers 2.
I've seen that one. I'll head out now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Bo, everybody tell Bo welcome, goodbye. Bo, let everybody know what you got going on while you're here before you leave.
Oh, well, a couple of things. I'm about to shoot, actually, when I get off here. One of the things I need to do is shoot a video. There's this game on MetaQuest 3 that just came out, and it's kind of like an action platformer, but you play on basically a diorama, like a scale model set of the level, and they place it in your room. Like, it scans your room, and then these dioramas fill your room, and they might sit on your couch or on your wall or on your footstool or whatever, and you teleport from one to the other and play through these levels. And it looks really cool, and so I'm about to dive into that. And the other thing I'm working on, actually came in the mail today, is I had my first company say, hey, would you review a product if we send you the product? And so I was like, okay. But it's a Switch controller, and it's from a company I've never heard of before, and I'm already shocked. It's called Easy SMX. I don't know if you can see that, but they sent me 2 different controllers. They're both for Switch, but it also works with PC and iOS, and so it basically works with most things. But so far, it has Hall effect sensor sticks, analog triggers. It feels really good, and I'm shocked that I've never heard of them before. So I don't know if they're new or what. I need to look into it some more, but that just came today. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Dope. Murdoch was asking, does the game that you were talking about run on Quest 2?
It does not, but only because the Quest 3 has the pass-through cameras. It has better cameras to see the room and the room around you. And so it's a pass-through game. It's a mixed reality game. It's not a virtual reality game. So you're playing in your space.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Well, dope. Well, Bo, thank you for coming on, man. I'm glad you got to stop by and talk a little bit of gaming. And if y'all haven't already, go check Bo over at Bo Knows Gaming. Hit that sub button and enjoy all of that delicious content he's been cooking up over there.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, y'all have a fun one. Thanks for letting me stop in.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Appreciate
Have a great
you
night.
Jumping in.
You too. We'll see you.
Bye.
See you.
All right, guys. We're gonna kind of blast through these next ones to get to the good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So next up, we've got the one that me and Yugi been excited for. We got Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
I am super, super excited about that. Helldivers 2 gets a new trailer before launch.
And so the State of Play kicked off with a brief look at Helldivers 2. We got a look at the game's multiplayer shooter action ahead of its launch on February 8th, 1 week from today.
I cannot wait to play this. Oh my god, it's gonna be so fun. That's what
R2 simulator.
We're gonna totally be legends, Yugi.
Yes. I love it.
It's already going to be Legends and Foam Stars.
We're just taking it from Foam Stars over to Helldivers 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my frustration from that game.
Dude, it looks so flipping crazy.
Yeah.
Chaos.
You can see they're really using that next gen hardware.
Dude, the mech.
Oh, there's mechs in this one.
Yes.
I love this. That's awesome.
Got him on the run now, boys.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. That's awesome.
Oh, that looks so good. Thoughts, guys? Like, I know we're hyped on this. So, any thoughts you want to add to it?
Just a great addition of mechs, and like good on the game for not the first one was a top down, and this one they're just doing more of it. So, except adding more third person over the shoulder. So glad they're taking the series seriously.
Yeah. I know it's known for its difficulty too, right? The first one was pretty.
God,
pretty
it is so difficult.
Friendly fire.
I would love to see how they take it there. I feel like if you didn't know better, you would think this is just another generic shooter, though. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Yeah, but I think you got to play it to really understand. It's one of those games.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's definitely one of those where it is you have to really work with your team, or your team will kill you. Even on accident, like when you die, you'll drop from a pod back on the ground. And if someone is under that pod, they will get crushed. So there's a ton of stuff that you're going to have to deal with and everything. Murdoch asked, is there crossplay? It is on. It's going to be on PS5 and PC, and I'm quite sure it will have crossplay
For sure.
on there. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think 2, 3. There's 4 people in the squad. The Tuesday after my birthday, which is February 8th, we will be playing it on stream.
We'll be there.
So let's roll, y'all. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Dan says, looks like a copy of the ODST concept.
Right.
It pretty much is, to be honest, but it's super dope. Yeah. So I'm super excited about it. And yeah, let's move into the next game, which is Silent Hill, the short message I can read, y'all. Konami. We're just blasting through this. They showed off a trailer, and this one's free to play, and it's out now. So if y'all are ready for it, here we go.
Gaming PT vibes.
100%. Again, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Explicit.
Maybe I can be like her. Here goes.
Woof.
Is this?
She needs to put some like clear eyes in. Bitch, got that red eye going on.
For real.
With this place.
Somebody got post-it notes.
Blossoms bloom
Yeah.
within the grasp of death. What are you hiding inside? Maya?
Definitely some PT.
Correct.
See? And who started PT?
Mhm.
Kojima, man. That's what I'm saying. They were so mad they let that boy go.
Oh yeah.
What did I do to deserve this?
I mean, it's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I think for being a free game, which I'm like,
Yeah.
how are they monetizing this? Or is this a way to kind of backdoor Silent Hill 2's remake, like getting eyes on them and everything?
I think that's what they're aiming to do.
Yeah.
I was
Like-
gonna say, imagine like every loading screen there's an ad.
Oh my God. That would be awful.
That's a Konami thing to do, though. You know that.
True. Like, it feels like a Fight Night 3 where Burger King's like all over the place.
Sneak King.
Yo,
Sneak King. Oh my gosh.
it's a bunch of pachinko ads.
Oh, Lord.
I wouldn't doubt it. Well, speaking of Silent Hill 2, the remake got a new gameplay trailer, so let's check out Silent Hill 2.
All right. Yeah, this is a classic, so they can't mess this up.
Like, it sounds like Painted Black. Wanna
Yeah.
paint it black.
Down, 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 down. Yeah. Okay. They got the feel of it, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. That right there.
Okay. All right. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, I forgot you got guns in this game.
Nope. The legs for arms thing.
Yeah.
Not my jam. Not my jam.
All right.
And they got the scary. How many nurses are there?
Yeah, there's always creepy
Right.
nurses in every Silent Hill game, yeah. You need creepy nurses. Yeah, it's trippy, right? Looks alright. I don't know how I feel about it, though.
Like, it doesn't feel like
It looks
like
Resident Evil 4.
RE2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it looks
Like
like
it-
Resident Evil more than Silent Hill.
Like it just like when RE2 remake came out, like it was like a big deal. This just feels like they waited too long. You know?
Yeah.
They waited too long for it. That's just kind of
Yeah.
my feel
Like I'm
to it.
looking at it, and it looks like someone made a mod of RE2 and made Silent Hill 2.
Yeah.
Like that's what it just something about the feel of it don't look right to me, man.
Yeah. It's like
I hate saying that.
it's almost there. Like the short message looked more interesting than the remake,
Correct.
in my opinion. You know, y'all let us know down in the chat. What do y'all think? But it looked more interesting than the remake here and everything. So yeah. And I agree. I think the short message is like a precursor potentially for this game to kind of, which I know I'm curious if they're bringing in like technology from this time, because I know that it's like they didn't have like cell phones and all of that. So I'm curious like how they do all of that. So I don't know. I don't know. H2 Melon, welcome to the stream. We're doing well tonight. Hope you're doing well.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I played the original Silent Hill 2, and it was because they used a lot of fog, because the way the technology was back then, they couldn't just like throw everything at you, so fog was heavily used. It had a lot of like jump scare, creepy moments. It was eerie. It felt icky, and it looks like it got that vibe.
Yeah.
But something about the gameplay, because before, maybe it was because the tank controls, right? Everything was like this.
Yeah,
like back
true.
Then it felt,
True.
It felt more intense. Like every fight felt earned.
Yeah.
Like that just looked like a bunch of like he even looks like Leon. I can't disconnect it. Like
Also true.
Hopefully, you know what I mean? Like hopefully they do something to make the fights actually tense and serious and worth, because it looks a little too actiony for what I remember Silent Hill being. It was like every fight was like, you need to win this fight.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It was one of those things. So I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Definitely feel that. Let's keep it moving though, guys. Let's jump into we talked about PT, we talked about, Kojima and everything. Death Stranding 2 got a really long trailer, so I'm just gonna skip us in just a little bit so we can show a little bit of this and everything. Derek, read off a little bit of the info.
So Kojima Productions shared a traditionally lengthy trailer for Death Stranding 2, which is now officially titled Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Norman Reedus' Sam Porter Bridges returns, and it appears he's facing off against a new group called Drawbridge. There was a lengthy sequence with a potential villain using a chainsaw guitar hybrid weapon that shoots lightning. That's just one of the crazy things that happened in this trailer. Death Stranding 2 will star Norman Reedus, Lea Seydoux, Elle Fanning, Shioli Kutsuna, Troy Baker, and more. And it was funny doing Troy Baker, like coming back. I feel like, because at first I thought, okay, because the character he played in the first Death Stranding, it's like, did they revive him and give him a more country accent? Because I'm just like, what's happening here?
Yeah, like it's the same character brought back.
Oh, okay. So
and everything. Right. Yeah, it's him brought back to life and everything. And I'm pretty sure Drawbridge is the company you're working for now. But yeah, like he's got like a crazy guitar, all of this, shooting lightning, and then there's like a big robot samurai. Yeah. But dude, look at this right here. Look at how good this game looks. Like it is insane.
Decima engine.
That right there.
Bro, what in the Bloodborne?
Yeah, the hand thing, that's when I'm out. Like anytime there's like a hand demon, I'm like, nope, not here for that.
That's of the devil.
Yeah. That's 100%. Like I never played Death Stranding 1, but I know the people that did play it said it was good. It had a good message. I know Dan's talked about it and everything. Yugi, like what are your thoughts?
It's an acquired taste. I beat the game.
For sure.
I love the game. I think it's an amazing game, but it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
If you're not the type of person who can absorb the environment, take your time, enjoy walks in a game, don't play this game. Don't do it. But if you can get immersed, you can appreciate journeys, you can appreciate the environment, and you're not above the idea of doing that, I couldn't recommend this game enough. I don't know why. It's just something about the way they do it. They make it so appealing. Like literally throwing on a pack full of stuff, making sure you're prepared before you leave.
Yeah.
Just going on a journey and delivering just one package for some guy who needs it. You know what I mean? And then obviously there's a lot more story to it than that, which is gets into more like philosophical, symbolic messaging about the world. And Kojima, he loves to preach at you in his stories. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And when you get in a cutscene, you better better be ready, because you're going to be in a cutscene for quite some time. Like,
for sure.
they're at least 10, 15 minutes easy when you get in that. So I like Murdoch is like, I'm not getting paid to be a mailman in a game.
Right.
No, you're paying to be a mailman. And
yeah, basically.
like, I know it sounds like I've played all of Metal Gear Solid and I love Metal Gear Solid. I couldn't tell you one flipping thing about the story. I could not tell you anything about the story other than we fought some big mechs. And like the first one, I feel like I could tell you more because like Psycho Mantis and Sniper Wolf and all of that. But like the rest of them, it's like I don't remember. It's like it felt like the stories are so crazy. See, here's the guitar and the samurai thing over here. Like
He's playing through the fire and the flames. That's how he shoots lightning out of it.
It's like lightning and bullets, and then it's like a
blade.
A blade. Like it's super interesting visually, but it's like what is going on? Because even the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm like, I don't even know what's happening right now.
Yeah.
It's like a fever dream, and I'm like, I feel like that's also kind of just Hideo's like thing. It's just like, there's a story there, there's something there, but it's like you've got to figure it out, and everybody kind of has their own like interpretation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This is one of those games you gotta analyze and reanalyze to get like the messaging, and then there's always something to miss, always something to see. It's one of those, yeah. And he's heavily inspired by movies, so pretty much all his games are like that, though. They're all going to be heavy story, narrative, and cutscene driven. That's just what he does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. I'm glad that we're getting a second one, and the turnaround for this is pretty fast for a Kojima project and everything.
Very.
The hands thing, that's the thing that got me. Like earlier on, like she's like, they're operating and she's got like these hands like over her mouth. I'm like, I can't even take this seriously. Like I can't take this seriously at all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, if you're into it, I think you will like it. If you're not, it is a walk. It is a walk. Literally.
Quite literally, yeah.
But the graphics, my God, the graphics look amazing.
Way
So
ahead of its time. Yeah. If you played Death Stranding right now, it would look like a game you would run on like a 50 series graphics card. Like it looks so good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see more of Death Stranding. I think it got a 2025 date.
Yes.
Not bad.
So, that's not bad. I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. Exactly. Let him cook a little bit. Let him cook. The next game that we saw, Until Dawn, gets a remaster coming to the PlayStation 5 and the PC this year. And I loved Until Dawn. So let's check out this trailer. Again, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah. Ballistic Moon.
Like, seeing all of these things just bring back so many memories playing this game.
Past is beyond our control. You have to.
And hearing the voice, oh my gosh.
I know.
It's like just like trauma. It's just like being beat at.
Tell me how do you feel about these pictures?
Yeah. The Saw thing, like.
Oh my god. Bro, the Saw. Oh.
As you play your game.
Sam. Looking for me?
So good. So good. Like, Yuki, did you play Until Dawn?
I played like an hour or two of it. I can't remember why I stopped though.
Okay.
But the concept is nice. Like
Yeah.
I played games similar to it, right? Heavy Rain.
Mhm.
I played I think a little bit of there was another game he had
Detroit.
made that was similar to it. I don't think it was Detroit. No, the Telltale games. They're kind of
yeah.
similar to these.
Yeah.
Even though
the
this
Walking Dead one
Telltale
and
better than Telltale.
yeah, and then what was the other one? It was so good. Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
Wow, what a great game. So I played games similar to it, so I like the concept of it. I always enjoyed these types of games.
I way back in the day when it first came out, I did a playthrough. It's a horror game. I don't play horror anymore, but like the story is really good. The branching paths. If you like those type of games, this is definitely one to check out. I would highly suggest it if you're into those type of games. And I'm glad that it's getting, some love because it has been a while since it came out and getting an update and everything. So I'm excited. Derek, your thoughts?
Looks good. I'm ready to get back into this. Like this is the one that put what is the studio that did it originally?
You're Supermassive.
Supermassive. It put them on the map, and I know, good for them. I'm glad this game is getting a second wind. Maybe they'll go back to it. Maybe they'll do like something else in that genre. I know the Quarry the recent one, like the story wasn't that great, but the gameplay is what put it like Supermassive back on track because I know the Dark Pictures anthology was divisive.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited for it. But this next one, guys, I am looking forward to so much. Judas gets a brand new trailer, and this is coming from Ken Levine, which is the BioShock creator. And I'm gonna just let the trailer speak for itself.
Correct.
Okay. BioShock was a very, very good game. So.
Would you kindly?
That's why he had to flex it. Because it's a good game and he knows it.
What if I told you that every word you say is being recorded?
I would say that sounds about right.
Every thought you've ever had. Your love. Your fear.
Oh, this is so BioShock.
Oh yeah.
We're just
I'm here for it.
planted in your brain like weeds in a garden. How would you do this for yourself? We both know the answer to that question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly.
All right then.
You don't even know what's happening.
Like this, like jumping back and forth.
It's free. Whether you like it.
There's gonna be some timey-wimey stuff.
I hope so, man. Like it definitely feels and looks like BioShock.
Yeah, especially
I'm
with
okay
like
with
the powers coming out of the hand.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
What in the world?
The hands being like remade.
Yeah. That
Ooh,
looks like maybe the respawn system or something, maybe?
maybe. They can't hear what you scream out in space.
Correct.
Judas.
In development for PS5, which Xbox after the showcase put out the same trailer, so it's going to be coming out to other places, but I love how PlayStation's like in development for PS5.
Right.
Yeah, they're not
You know,
above
like-
the little slight hand, yeah.
Yeah. Thoughts, guys? I want to hear them.
I was
I'm
thoroughly
stoked.
impressed with this. Like we all said, very inspired by BioShock. Like, let's go. This is like, I don't know if we'll ever get another BioShock game ever again, but if this is like the next in line for it, I'm here for it.
Yeah, the messaging is always there with him.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they write the stories, right? You know you're gonna get a good message, like the last one in the BioShock, right? You know what I mean? Would you kindly?
Infinite.
You can't. The whole multiverse universe kind of thing. But I'm speaking more than the first one.
Yeah,
how,
kindly?
Would you kindly? How they use the gameplay elements and it turned it back on your head. The idea of, you're just playing a game doing what you're being told, but then it's used against you in the plot point. So I'm sure in Judas it's going to be no different. There's going to be a lot there. I can feel it just from the look of it. I'm not surprised. The guy who he directed the BioShock games.
He was the creator of BioShock.
Yeah, he's the creator. So I mean, the guy's talented as ever. I mean, I don't expect anything less.
Yeah, and it definitely feels like that dystopian world, kind of like it falling apart and everything. So, like, I'm here for it. I love Infinite is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah,
and like I can't wait to experience this. And the thing that always, like with Infinite, I always remember Adam Sessler's review for Infinite, and it was just so good. That's my favorite review of all time. I that's a little geeky little thing for y'all, but that's my favorite like game review of all time. Is just like his like talking about Infinite and everything, and just sums up the game super well. And I can't wait to see what this world is and what can we see from Ken Levine in 2024 compared to 2012. With BioShock Infinite and everything. It's like, what kind of developments? It's like, yeah, we get a taste of the old, but what new things can we, see in this? Let's get a battle pass up in there. Let's get some monetization, some live service. Let's go. Let's really like pump this up. You know what I mean?
Well, let's go old school. Let's bring in back loot boxes.
Yeah, loot boxes, all of it, man, all of it. Now we've got one more, guys. We got one more, and this is probably the one that everybody wants us to talk about. It is, Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin, guys. It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
Sounds like a legit game, though.
Yeah, Rise of the Ronin. Well, you had Rise,
Son of Rome.
Yeah, which was,
there you go.
It could have been such a good game.
Yeah.
And then the story just jumps in the middle of it. But that's not why you're here, guys. Let's talk about Team Ninja's Rise of the Ronin. Derek, give us a little taste of this.
So, Rise of the Ronin. Rise of the Ronin is out on March 22nd, and Team Ninja gave us the best look we've seen so far of the upcoming action game. We got a look at the hub world of Yokohama, a one-on-one sword combat with a parry system, and a lot more.
The bird and the it's like feels super Assassin's Creed.
本作の舞台の一つ、横浜です。19世紀幕末の時代、最初に国外に開かれた横浜では、和と洋が入り混じった独特の街並みが広がっています。
This right here
right.
Brotherhood.
屋根の上に登ったり、装置アビキルを使って高所から滑空し、上空を移動することも
But you actually get to use it more than once, and
right.
That right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
攻撃やガードを駆使しながら
Breath of the
This
Wild
inspiration.
inspiration.
Ghost of Tsushima.
体勢を崩すことも可能です。
Okay, there are different stances as well. You
Yeah.
seem like switching it.
Where's my moon stance?
Stone, man. That's what I'm about.
Oh my.
Get
Yeah,
wrecked.
combat's a little more, yeah. Because Ghost had that weight to it, like everything you hit, you could feel it. This is a little more, anime for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What in the world?
Dynasty
is this?
Warrior.
Yeah. Yep.
But does he know the water breathing technique?
That's cool. You can use a grappling hook too.
And it's like you get to use different weapons as well.
Right. I like that.
So it's not just your sword.
発明家である伊賀七と因縁を深めると、様々なからくり装置を入手できます。 トリビ砲は伊賀七が作ったからくりで、
That's
現代の
hilarious.
火炎放射器のような
You know,
強力な
Kamikaze?
演出武器です。
Pull out a flamethrower. Why
Yeah.
fight?
It's like he's using a bayonet to like fight people with swords.
圧倒的にも打ち勝つことができるので、ぜひマスターしてくだ
I
さい。
like that. I like that.
Let's do that. Oh snap!
幕末を生きる人物たちと紡いだ因縁が物語に大きく影響します。ぜひライズ・オブ・ザ・ローニンで一人の浪人として運命を切り開いてください。
They're definitely gonna emphasize the fights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my.
That's pretty cool being able to like switch into like guns or whatever and get a few shots off and everything.
Very cool. Nice.
Nice.
Okay. What's a very, very white horse?
Yep.
Snow White right there. Man, that's cool. Even their uniforms, I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dang.
Very cool. It's like similar to how they used to have like dojos and stuff, but I'm assuming since they're Ronin at some point, that's gonna break off.
This right here, I'm like, is this Michael Jackson, you know, samurai up in here?
Very cool.
Like, it looks good, and I know everybody is like looking forward to, you know, something that's like Ghost and everything.
Correct.
But do y'all feel like this is going to be Ghost?
Nah.
It'll feel like it in some elements, but it's going to be its own unique thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too the combat is too I don't know what's the word to use here. Cuz like I said in Ghost, you know, it's weighty. Your swords have impact. You're literally like tearing into the flesh and pulling the sword.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, here it's just like it's all cartoony
Fantasy
kind of
arcade.
like
It feels hack
yes.
and slash. Like,
Yes,
it's just,
that's the word.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's too hack and slashy.
yeah, like it's going to be awesome. I'm not saying that because I can feel people right now just typing in the comments. But it's the difference between like God of War 1 through 3 and God of War like the new ones. Like when you hit somebody in the new ones, it feels like the Leviathan axe is like biting into something, and it's like I love the combat of 1 through 3. It was like super fast, you know, just fluid, but it didn't have that weight. So it's like if you're looking for Ghost 2, you're going to be waiting, you know?
Yeah.
You're going to be waiting.
Yeah.
But I think it's still going to be an awesome game. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. My question is it worth getting over what was the other game that
Dogma 2?
Dragon's Dogma 2? Like if you had to pick one of those games, which one would you get? Dragon's Dogma 2 or Rise of the Ronin?
Knowing that now, same day,
Same day.
I have to give it to Dogma
Oh,
I feel that. I feel that.
because this looks like more of something that we've already seen. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's going to be bad.
No,
Sure,
no,
it'll be a
definitely
great
not.
game. But it ain't Ghost though. It
Yeah.
ain't Ghost though.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. I agree.
Like, I feel bad saying that, but if it was Ghost of Tsushima too, then there would be no
Yeah.
fans or
Yeah.
buts,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Zach wouldn't even have a question. He was like, "Dragons, what? Never heard of it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like putting in my request at work. It's like I'm gonna be off the March 22nd through
Your boss
December.
will be like, "Denied."
It's like I just take from March to December off. It's like I gotta do something.
Yeah. A big something. You're
6
gonna be like, Dragons what, man?
Yeah. Derek, thoughts on Rise?
Look really good. Unique, like again, like mashup of different things we've seen. They just keep killing these samurai games.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to get Where Winds Meet though. That one is the one that like
we haven't seen it in a while. Where is it? Show it to me.
Yeah. Bunch of cowards. I knew Derek was thinking that. He's like, bunch of cowards.
Now, Zach, real quick question for you. What would you do if, I mean, I know the obvious answer, but what would you do if Where Winds Meet and Ghost of Tsushima 2 came out within like months of each other?
Months? I would play whatever's first, of course.
Well, yeah.
But whenever Ghost came out, that would be the number one.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that would be number one because I know without a shadow of a doubt that the story is going to be there. So
for sure.
That's the big thing. So
yeah, I just love the weight of Ghost way too much.
Mm-hmm.
The way that every attack you feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know when your enemy's about to die, and here these guys are taking multiple blows. It just feels like you're playing a fighting game or something, or like like a hack and slash is the perfect way to put it.
Well, when that dude got pulled off the ramp, and I was like, "Oh, that's a one shot," and then he's like running away. I'm like, "What?" I was like, "What is this?" It's like that is a one shot.
Yeah, 100%.
But apparently not. So
no, yeah.
So to wrap up our state of play thoughts, let's give a definitive number. 2, what we think, 5 being amazing, 4 being great, 3 good, 2 okay, 1 being poor. Yugi, where would you rank this state of play?
I'd give it a 4. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but I got enough to get excited. You know what I mean? Definitely Dragon's Dogma 2. I got my eyes on that now a lot. I love how it looks. Wow. I'd be curious to see how the UI looks because I didn't see a lot of UI in that gameplay.
Good point.
There was I think a little bit. I don't have it up anymore.
Right? But if that,
was like a little hub in the bottom left.
I'm okay with that though. Like more immersion, the better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. The Judas really got me peaked. And yeah, I mean that's really the main 2. I would say. Like I'm happy Rise of the Ronin looks good, but man, like I'm sorry, Dragon's Dogma 2 like overshadowed it for sure.
But what about your Game of the Year contender, Foam Stars?
I can't with Foam Stars. Bro, I don't know, man. Like, look, I just. Why does it exist? Is my question. That's my only question.
To make money.
Right.
To make money. Somehow it's going to make money.
Who wants this? Who's going to give them money, Zach? I need to know so I can talk to them.
Apparently, PlayStation gave them money.
Right.
Apparently, PlayStation gave it.
Man, all right. Let me let it go. I'm gonna try it and thank goodness it's the only reason why is because it's free. Because I've already got the PlayStation Plus.
February 6th, we're playing Helldivers, so we don't even have to.
Yeah.
No, that's
deal. What?
Well, Helldivers comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Foam Stars is the 6th, Helldivers is the 8th, and then obviously on the next Tuesday you'll play. But
I think I'd play Power World over Foam Stars.
100%. 100%.
You guys play Splatoon over Foam Stars.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Foam Stars is just an embarrassment. I'm sorry.
So Derek, where would you rank this on our scale?
4.71. I'm just kidding. A 4. I would agree with you. Yeah, it's a 4 because and again, you could say this with any conference. There's some good, some bad. Like there's just stuff that you don't care about. Like you can't be a complete thing. But there was a lot more good, especially compared to the last state. Especially like the PlayStation Showcase. Like I would definitely put this over the last year's PlayStation Showcase by far.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I almost forgot to add that Stranding 2. I almost forgot I really like that game, but I guess I kind of just put it in the back of my mind no duh, it's gonna be good. But things like that get me very excited. So yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot in this, and I feel like people kind of, it's like, oh well, it was just this game, and it's like, no, you had Death Stranding 2, you had Rise, you had Dogma, you had 2 Silent Hill games, one being free.
Until Dawn remake.
Until Dawn, you had Judas. Like, there is so many awesome games packed into this like hour conference, which is amazing. And it's like, okay, compare that to, you know, was 2 weeks ago we did the developer direct and everything. I think the developer direct flowed better. We had less games, but it flowed better. And when the people talked, it was much better. But the games that were showed overall, like, these were great. I think it was was it as good as developer direct? Because I gave it a 5. I gave the developer direct a 5. I'd say this is a 4 because there were games that I was like, I checked out on because some of the trailers were just too long. Like Stellar Blade, 6 something minutes. Death Stranding, 9-minute long trailer. You know, it's like, for some people that's great, but for me, I was like, I'm watching it, I don't know what's going on. It's a spectacle, but I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I think it was a great one. I definitely agree with Derek. It's better than the showcase that we got, the big one from last year. That this one is better than that. So I just I want the Plucky Squire. Where's my Plucky Squire game at? You know,
again. So
that's all I need. That's all I need.
Ask too much.
Yeah, Dave the Diver. Yeah, if you really think about it, there's a lot. There's a lot more than we give it credit for. Yeah.
100%. Yugi, let everybody know what you got going on, how they can find you.
You can catch me at Yugi601 on everything. I've been getting back recently into streaming, so you can catch me here on YouTube. I'm exclusive on YouTube for now. So, got podcasts, live streams, gameplays, clips, shorts, all that good stuff. And like I said, if you want to reach out to me on all socials, Yugi601. And that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, Yugi, thank you for being on. And guys, make sure to check out all of the Nerd Cave goodness all over the place. And if you want to support us, go over to patreon.com/nerdcave and support us there. It helps us keep the lights and the mics on each and every week. But guys, thank y'all so much. We enjoyed it. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you, H2O, for being here, and everybody else. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We love you, and we'll see you on Tuesday, where Derek will take on a giraffe in fisticuffs.
Excuse me?
Yep. This has been Zach.
Marconius Dracon, the Great Wizard.
And Yugi601.
Y'all have a blessed week. Bye.